This video is brought to you by
Cool Grain Clothing. We done gone worldwide and we coming straight out of Baltimore. Come on down, shop with us at 215 West Saratoga Street. And if you can't come and shop with us in person, go online right now at coolgrainclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. When most men decide to slow it down, get a girlfriend or wife, have kids, and take the family route, one thing for sure we all know is we got to find a way to take care of those people we love and call family. With rent prices, gas, food, clothes, really everyday living, a lot of people have jobs, work hard, and could still be just barely getting by. But no matter what, once you make that commitment to your family, you got to still make something shake. So a lot of people get side hustles or part-time jobs just to make sure they can not just provide the necessities, but also the extras as well. That could be a ride-share driver or a food delivery person, which are all solid ways to make extra income. As a man, it's no greater feeling than coming home to the house you paid for, seeing your family warm, content, and taken care of. It makes most of us hustle even harder. No matter how tired we might be, the most we might got to worry about is stress, making sure we are not overworking. But safety and making it home to your peoples every day really doesn't cross our minds when you are a working man, not in the streets and doing something legit. But unfortunately, in this world we live in, it's a harsh reality for everybody. When stopping for gas can be dangerous, or just going out to pick up some food for your kids. But despite that, we all gotta live, work, and go on with daily life. Never thinking that we will run into a dangerous situation while doing something normal like working to provide. And that encounter could also be fatal. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be taking it right outside of the city to Harford County, Edgewood, Maryland, to discuss the case of a side hustle for extra money that turned into a fatal encounter. Back in 2019, 34-year-old Timothy Youngquist was a normal man trying to navigate life in Maryland. Timothy had a son and had recently got married to his girlfriend of 7 years. Life was going good for the family man. Stated to be outgoing, kind, a man who loved people, and even more than that, his family. It had always been Timothy's dream to be a husband and the best father he could be. So he worked hard. A computer tech by trade, he had a good job that made decent money. He was able to provide his peoples with a pretty good life. But ambitious and wanting to be super comfortable, he decided he would pick up a side hustle. So he applied to be a delivery driver for a Chinese restaurant in Joppatown, Maryland. After his full-time job, he would hit the store and make food deliveries in the area. Like many places in Maryland, he knew even though it was a lot of people in Harford County just trying to take care of their families and be ducked off out the way, out there where the good jobs was at, it was still also some street element and dangers in the area. So for protection, Timothy would keep a metal expandable baton, just in case if somebody tried to harm him, he could fight back. With providing on his mind, it became a steady grind. Work at his full time, then hit the store in the evening. So on February 10th, 2019, this day wasn't no different. He headed to his part-time. That's when the store got an order for some food to be delivered to some townhomes in Edgewood, Maryland. It was a little after 8 p.m., so it was dark outside, but not super late. Timothy pulled up in a 700 block of Monticello Court. He got out the car and walked to the door, leaving the car running. The delivery went smooth to the home, but he soon realized some young men were surrounding his car, trying to get in. But the group had trouble driving off, not realizing it was a stick shift, giving Timothy time to react. He ran to the vehicle and tried to pull one of them out of the driver's seat before then pulling out his baton. During the struggle, he hit one of the men. Then seconds later, multiple shots went off and everybody fled. People in the community called local police, who responded to the location to find Timothy suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately, he wouldn't survive his injuries. His wife received the devastating news and was crushed that he was gone. People in the community told police they were not sure exactly what happened, they just heard shots. A reward was put out for any information leading to an arrest, but at first, it seemed like the case would go cold, with no leads or suspects. Local businesses in the area donated money to help Timothy's family. Once it was found out, he was working 2 jobs, just trying to provide. Years would go by before police got any leads, but eventually, people started talking. They pointed to a group of young men who were stated to be active in the area and also gang-related. As more information came out, it was revealed it was a robbery gone wrong type of situation because Timothy fought back. 3 young men were picked up and taken into custody, including, at the time, 17-year-old Amir Turner, 20-year-old Jabrell Brody, and 21-year-old Jaquan Norton. Police determined the youngest, Amir, was the trigger man, so he was charged as an adult. For whatever reasons, he would be the first tried, as his case went federal, facing charges of first-degree hit, armed carjacking, and other charges. He was sentenced to 18 years in prison. The older 2, Jaquan and Jabrell, were both also indicted and were waiting for their day in court. As Timothy's wife got the news, she spoke out. She let it be known he was a great man who was only trying to provide for his family. She stated she got comfort knowing his last text message to her was that he loved her. She claimed in the courtroom Amir apologized and seemed remorseful for his actions. She accepted the apology, but felt no amount of time or nothing anybody could do would bring her husband back. For reasons unknown, Jaquan and Jabrell's cases would stay state and not go fed like Amir. Maybe because they were not the shooters. They are both still in custody though, out Jessup, but it's unclear on the amount of time they received. Rest in peace to Timothy. I send my prayers and condolences to his wife and son. Just out trying to provide for your family and lose your life. That's tough. I'm sure most men can put themselves in his shoes. I know some will say he should have just walked off and left the car, let him take it. But not everybody is built like that. It's usually fight or flight, and some people will fight to the end to protect what they worked hard for. As far as the 3 young men, they probably thought it would be a simple, easy lick, a free call type of situation. But you never know. When you are out there on that type of time, playing with them guns, how things will play out. And once you pull that trigger, you can't take it back. 17 years old, 18 years fed time, Shorty will do all that and spend most of his best years in prison. And the other 2 are still behind them walls as well. It's a lose-lose situation for everybody. A petty come up changed the lives of multiple people in seconds. And unfortunately, them seconds turn into years. A family suffering and time spent wasted sitting in a jail cell. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Timothy. I send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.